Your ability to have your urges locked in will make you infinitely more powerful when you're dating. Now, boys, this is the only time I'm going to make a video like this because I think the movement online about semen retention and NoFap, for a better word, is gay. So don't submit to yourself to being like, I'm a NoFap, because then that's like who you are. You're a guy that's trying to like quit this urge. You're not a guy that's trying to quit this urge. You're a guy that's you just don't do it anymore because the guy you look up to wouldn't do it. So like, neither do you. So let's just squash that from the beginning. So this video, I'll share the benefits I found from it. And no, you're not going to start fucking levitating across the room and random people in the street aren't just going to be like, zoom, and like looking at you and holding eye contact. Like, that's just weird. Why the fuck, you doing a thing internally, why would that happen externally? That people would start looking at you. So like, that's a lie. So I'll explain like the benefits I found from it, my like weird ways that I've just stopped doing it because that's just what we're going to do. You're just going to stop. It's not a big deal. You just stop doing it. So the way I did, and this is really simple, and it may annoy you how simple this is going to be. I was chatting with a friend once. We're on the similar levels, similar drive, ambition, point in life. And he was like, yeah, I just don't do it. I think it's quite like emasculine to do that, watching other people, go at it. I think it's quite a weak thing to do. And just as soon as he said that, it was the most sobering sentence I ever listened to, because I was like, well, if he can do it and he values himself like that, then so do I, because I'm easy on his level, if not better. So I'm not going to do it anymore. And guess what? From that point, I just made the commitment. I'm not going to do it anymore. It's not who I am. That's it. That is literally it. And you can like fluff it up and say you're addicted and this, that, and the other. You're not. It's just how much self-respect you actually have. Now, I appreciate that advice may not be the most tangible thing in the world. Unless you can look at me now and think, well, I'm not much better than this fucking guy shaking his head at me on YouTube, so I'm also going to stop. But here is one thing that will literally make you stop in a sentence. The next time you get the urge to go and do that, what I want you to do is go and get your phone that you're going to use. You've got your Johnson in the other hand, and I want you to go to the closest mirror. And I want you to do it whilst you're looking at yourself in the mirror. And there's no way you won't cringe when you're looking at yourself to do that. Just to add a bit more flavour to this, remember, you actually want to do something with your life, yeah? So let's picture your life was a movie, and the mirror is not a mirror, it's a TV screen that everyone can see and look at. Like, is that really what the fuck you want to see in your movie, or would you literally just cringe at the type of person that is doing it? I don't know about you, but that thought there, like, it literally like kills any like drive or urge that you ever had. So try that. Let me know how you get on. Now we'll get on to the benefits that I personally think you're going to have. And we'll break these down into two categories. Day to day, and then like women and dating and the stuff you actually want to know. So day to day, generally your drive is like high as fuck. You just want to go and attack the world and do hard shit because you're just full of like rage and raw. So I can't quantify this for you. It's just something I feel just on a day-to-day basis. I just want to go and get after it in life. The next benefit, and this is actually a really, really good one, your focus is a lot more dialed in, but more importantly, when you scroll on any form of social media and you see something that could trigger you, like a fucking gym girl in whatever kit, it's just a thing that is like cool. It's just a picture. It's not something you see and then get an urge to go and like do stuff. So you really get to harness your urges, and then you're in control of where your energy and direction and what you're doing actually goes on. And again, that's not quantifiable. I appreciate that. So you're just gonna have to blindly trust my advice when I mention this. So now we'll talk like how it benefits like your dating life, and I'll just give you my experience. So you have the hunger to date more women, and then specifically when you're on the date, you are more inclined to ask better questions that actually lead to where you want things to go, if that makes sense. Because you're going in there more of like, you're not satisfied. You haven't scratched any itches. So the way you ask questions is a lot more step-by-step process towards where you actually want it to go. And like, I hope I can articulate this in the right way, but like, let's think of it like this. Imagine the days leading up to the date, you were nutting every day. Now, when you're on it, I feel like you'd be more likely to play it safe because you've already nutted. So that the sexual like conversations, I don't think really you would take those risks and do that because you're already slightly in that like satisfied state, if that makes sense. Whereas when I go on it, I'm in an elevated state and I'm thinking about this because this is how I'm going to do what man was put on this earth to do. And it leads from this step-by-step process. And then you'll be more inclined to just play it a bit safer and just go through that 3-date rule process bullshit. But like, I'll be honest, boys, like I've dated like many good women that of good conversation like that are more than excited after about 90 minutes at a table to go back like and have a good time, and these are good women, and I can just say this openly with confidence because I've lived and experienced it. It's just a thing. It's not something that like is, oh wow, this is amazing. It's not amazing. It's just, that's just a thing. Like they like it just as much as we do, so we don't need to like pedestalize any of this like crap. Like the beautiful thing about like sex is it is literally just put on the earth for us to go and enjoy. It's not like a weapon or anything like that. But anyway, this is I'm side tangenting here, so let me get back to it. On the flip side, and this actually gave me the idea for this video, and I don't really talk about this sort of stuff online, but I thought, do you know what, this could actually be quite useful. So, because you have your urges on lockdown, now, if you ever feel a slight bit of resistance, a slight bit of rejection, or like she's not that interested in you, you actually welcome it with open arms. And the reason I say that is because you're so like driven and focused and like day-to-day life is generally sick, the highlight isn't the date and it isn't like the nut. So you don't mind either way. You're like, well, I know I can guarantee tomorrow I'll feel really good if I don't nut. So I don't care if you do want to, and it'll be fun if you do, but it doesn't matter either way. And I'm trying to quantify this, but like when you can walk around and feel that, like life is so much fucking better because then no one owns you. No one like has the keys and you just kind of have to like bow and go along with it. Like you have the power again and you decide like what you want. And it's honestly like, to walk around life like that is just fucking so much better, boys. It really is so much better. And where did it stem from? Just literally you controlling your urges and being like, life's sick either way. Like, I don't mind. But then, going back to it, when you're actually in the bedroom, boys, you'll be stiff as a bloody board. Like, your helmet will be bursting and it's just fucking quality. And then you're just more inclined to be more creative and to actually like please the woman. And boys, like, pleasing women is like getting in shape. It is a fucking non-negotiable. You should pride yourself in that line of work. Like there really is no excuse. Like just practice. If you're not good now, that's all right. No one started out good. Practice, get better, and like it just becomes more enjoyable. And it just ends up becoming like a thing you just show off and enjoy. And like, you know, the goal is not to be like, oh, look how good I am. Look at me. It's just a thing we enjoy. Don't, again, just like the sex itself, don't like pedestalize your performance. Don't think about it. Just like enjoy it. Try new shit each time. Get better at the shit. And then it just becomes more enjoyable, especially for them. So, boys, let's quickly summarize. From today, we've discovered you're just not going to do it anymore. Not because you're counting the days or any of that bullshit. It's just this is a thing you don't do because, but why would you? Like, there's no real need. You're not that person anymore. And remember, if you struggle with it, I'm no better than you. So if I can, why can't you? Don't be a little bitch about it. And then if you really struggle, remember the tactic I use. Go find your mirror, yada, yada. We all know the benefits. I'm not going to harp on about them anymore. If you found this video useful, good. If you don't, good. And I'll see you in the next one.